We had experienced a loss in July of 2019 with Kellen, and it was just a really traumatic experience. And so, honestly, throughout the year of grieving his loss and just trying to figure out how we were going to move forward, trying to start a family again, we just really started to look at options. And Dr. Anderson Mueller is somebody who I know on a personal level, and she came highly recommended. Before we even actually were pregnant, we both met with Dr. Anderson Mueller and sat down and just had a conversation with her before we made the choice, like, is this the right move? And I think you texted me right after and said, wow, that felt great.
I remember her coming to me thinking about getting pregnant and how that was a big choice for them. And I remember when they got pregnant, how exciting that was. And I remember when they found out they were having twins and how exciting that was. And she's gone through a lot. I think with that family experiencing the trauma that they experienced with the death of their first son, I knew it was going to be a challenging pregnancy for everyone, but she was great.
And I just feel like just knowing that when I walked in, they understood, you know, and they knew the story, and it wasn't like I had to tell them what happened. They all knew. And that's so nice to know that everybody knows what's going on, but nobody's gonna be like, hey, you know, it's just nice. It's a peaceful thing.
The communication that we got right from the start of going to Sanford was refreshing, because after our loss, you're just scared. You're scared to go through it again, and the pain that we went through. And like I said, they knew what we went through, and they, every day, every time we went to Sanford, they communicated with us through the entire process, and they let us know what was going on. And there was no guessing for us. And Dr. Mueller, obviously, she brought in the specialist as well, knowing that we were high risk, and I think she did it. The high risk doctor.
It was incredible. Dr. Odell.
Tiffany and Scott came to me to consult on their twin pregnancy because they had multiple gestation, which is one reason we commonly see patients in consultation, but she had also had the unfortunate situation of having a prior pregnancy loss that we also wanted to incorporate into her current care.
That was part of the reason why I chose Sanford, because I saw how kind they were in treating both the people that they work with and the patients. So I really work closely with the high risk pregnancy doctors or maternal fetal medicine specialists, and I mean, it's part of the reason that I can do the job that I can do. I'm not naive enough to think that I know everything, nor will I ever. And so to have that team to back me up, or to ask questions, or to help and step in is invaluable to me.
We know that patients might travel hours to come see us here, so it's really fantastic when we have relationships with doctors in other areas to be able to seamlessly provide them care close to home and more specialized care potentially in Sioux Falls. With her case in particular, I'm one of the physicians who does outreach, and I go up to Aberdeen, so it's also nice to be able to see patients a little bit on their home turf and be able to be in their clinics working hand in hand with their team and avoiding that, you know, difficult time off work and missing their families to come down to an appointment that sometimes is hours away.
I mean, that was incredible through the process, because Scott's life is crazy, my life is crazy, and it was just so nice knowing that we were going to see them every month. And the whole reason that we ended up in Sioux Falls was because they watched me so carefully, because they knew, and she told me, your experience is going to be different. We're going to make sure that anything that we can catch, we're going to catch, and they did. I feel like our care in Aberdeen was what made my process so easy. Like, it's nice to know you have the dream team in Sioux Falls of just experts in maternal fetal medicine. That's incredible, but to know that you also have a dream team in Aberdeen who gives you that small town feel, and they care so much, is so big. They know us, they know our story, and that's what you want. I just feel like we're the luckiest people in the world. I really do. And you know, I think about it all the time because life is so crazy with them. And I think Kellen had to be like, you know what, let's give them twins. Because mom will not be able to miss me as much because she's so busy getting up 3 times a night with them, you know, and wrangling them. And I feel like Kellen had such a hand in it, because not only do we get to change the world for him and make this world a better place, but we get to have these two and incredible things with them as well. And that's just the best feeling ever.